For decades, the dream of transforming Mars into a second Earth has captivated humanity's imagination. From science fiction novels to blockbuster films, the vision of a green and blue Mars has inspired generations of scientists and space enthusiasts alike. But according to a groundbreaking new analysis, the dream may be closer to reality than anyone once believed. The transformation of the red planet from a cold, barren desert into a living world may no longer be impossible. It is now, for the first time in history, a legitimate question worthy of serious scientific research. The study was prepared for the 2025 Green Mars Workshop and authored by Dr. Erika DeBenedictis, CEO of Pioneer Labs. Her comprehensive summary argues that major technological advances made over the past few decades have fundamentally shifted what is considered possible. What was once dismissed as pure fantasy is now being taken seriously in scientific circles. Among the most significant game changers is SpaceX's Starship program. This massive, reusable rocket promises to dramatically reduce the cost of launching cargo into space. The terraforming process would require tens of thousands of tons of equipment and materials to be transported to Mars, a feat that was previously economically impossible. With drastically lower launch costs, what was once a multi-trillion-dollar impossibility could become a multi-billion-dollar challenge. But Starship is only one piece of the puzzle. Breakthroughs in synthetic biology, climate modeling, and atmospheric science have collectively transformed the landscape of what scientists consider achievable. The question has shifted from "can physics allow this?" to "should humanity pursue this?" and what is the safest path forward? The workshop summary takes a uniquely bold approach to planning. Instead of starting with today's technological limitations, it begins by envisioning what a fully habitable Mars might look like in the distant future, and then works backward to identify every step needed to get there. The first stage would focus on warming the planet. Researchers envision increasing Mars' average surface temperature by tens of degrees over a period of several decades. This would be accomplished through the deliberate release of engineered aerosols or powerful greenhouse gases into the thin Martian atmosphere. Studies suggest Mars already contains enormous reserves of frozen water beneath its surface and polar caps. Enough ice exists to eventually produce an ocean covering nearly 4 million square kilometers with an average depth of about 300 meters. Raising temperatures by roughly 30 degrees Celsius could begin the slow process of melting those vast ice reserves, allowing stable liquid water to appear on the Martian surface for the first time in billions of years. Once the planet reaches a less hostile temperature, the next crucial phase involves introducing microbial life. Researchers propose engineering extremophiles, microorganisms that already survive in the most extreme environments on Earth, from volcanic vents to Antarctic ice. By combining their most resilient traits, resistance to extreme temperatures, ionizing radiation, and low atmospheric pressure, scientists could create synthetic organisms specifically designed for the Martian environment. These specially engineered microbes could spread across Mars in algae-like layers within decades. Through photosynthesis, these organisms would begin the extraordinarily slow process of converting carbon dioxide into oxygen. This biological transformation of the atmosphere would be just the beginning of a multi-century project. Creating a truly breathable atmosphere capable of supporting complex life would require centuries, and likely much longer than that. The researchers envision humanity beginning inside enormous domed habitats, some 100 meters tall. Within these enclosed environments, breathable oxygen could be produced through controlled photosynthesis or water electrolysis. Over many decades, vegetation spreading beyond the domes could gradually add oxygen to the wider Martian atmosphere. But the team estimates that natural oxygen production alone would require roughly 1,000 years to reach levels that could support human life without breathing apparatus. If successful, Future explorers might eventually live on Mars without relying on protective domes, walking freely across a landscape that was once a dead world. However, the proposal is honest about the massive scientific unknowns that remain. Scientists still do not know what lies beneath Mars' vast ice sheets. They need a much better understanding of how dust storms might change if the planet became warmer and wetter. Another critical question is whether Mars contains enough of the materials required for large-scale water electrolysis, or whether those essential resources would have to be transported from Earth at enormous expense. The thin Martian atmosphere, currently only about 1% as dense as Earth's, presents another formidable challenge. Without a stronger magnetic field to protect it, any terraformed atmosphere would slowly be stripped away by solar wind, a problem that would require ongoing engineering to counteract. Beyond the scientific obstacles, terraforming Mars raises profound ethical questions that few are prepared to answer. If Mars harbors its own forms of life, even microscopic organisms deep beneath the surface, does humanity have the right to fundamentally transform or potentially destroy an entire independent ecosystem? Should a dead world be preserved in its natural state for future generations to discover? Before anyone tries to reshape the red planet, researchers insist we must thoroughly understand the risks and carefully weigh the moral implications. The debate over terraforming Mars has moved from the realm of science fiction into serious scientific inquiry. But as the researchers emphasize, the most important question is not whether we can terraform Mars, but whether we should. This has been Historiae Orbis Terrarum. Join us next time for more stories from the frontiers of space and discovery.